Here, Santa. Here, Santa. Santa. Here, Santa. And I brought you a jar of cookies.
You've been very kind. Thank you very much.
We really have to be going now, but it sure has been swell getting a chance to meet you in person. Don't forget us. I'm Grace, and he's Charles.
I won't forget you. And we'll see one another tomorrow evening, Christmas Eve.
Okay. Good night, Santa. Good night.
Good
And
night.
don't forget.
I won't.
That's a pretty dirty trick, don't you think?
Hmm?
Telling those kids you're Santa Claus so that you can get some food out of them.
Not if it's the truth.
What'd you do with the red suit?
I don't wear that any longer. That's sort of old-fashioned in this day and age, don't you think?
What about the mask?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
You didn't manage to catch me the first time. Now you've got another chance.
I'm sorry. I don't think we've ever met before. Miss
Nancy Drew. What's your name?
Griffin.
Is that your first or your last name?
Griffin will do.
You don't know anything about those two houses being ripped off in the last 2 hours.
No.
Guy was dressed up like Santa Claus.
Now, I call that most defamatory. Oh, yes, yes. I did see somebody dressed as a rather old-fashioned Santa Claus climbing down from a window. I assumed it was the father of the house having fun with his children.
You did? Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
He did seem familiar. He had a mask, as you said.
He did.
Santa Claus doesn't take, he gives. It's not in his nature to steal from anyone. I had nothing to do with those robberies. I shall more than repay the Havilands for their food and the kindness of their children. I can promise you that.
I believe you. Where did you come from?
I would like the answer to that question.
This is Captain Rogers from the River Heights Police Department. Captain, this is not the man who attacked me earlier. I'm sure of it.
Oh, who are you and what are you doing here?
Taking shelter for the night. Passing the time.
A transient?
The covering over my head is home. I visit many homes.
With or without the consent of the occupants?
Captain.
What is your name, sir?
Griffin.
Mr. Griffin, you are under arrest. Take it.
Captain!
You don't understand. You just can't put me in jail tomorrow night. It's my busiest night.
Yeah, sure, Santa.
You can't do this to me. It's a travesty.
There he is over there.
They're arresting him.
That's strange. What was that car doing there?
Hello? Hello?
Dad, are you awake?
I am now. Telephone woke me up.
Good. Because there's something I've got to talk to you about.
Haven't you gone to bed yet?
No. I couldn't sleep thinking about Griffin being locked up all night. We've got to do something about him.
There's a funny thing. I think I was dreaming about him just now. Your description of him was so vivid, I could almost see him.
He's not the thief. I know that just from talking to him. There's something really special about him. He was so gentle. I can't explain it. Dad, you've got to defend him.
Nancy,
Yes, let's go down to the jail right now and bail him out. You can't let Santa Claus spend the night in jail. It's un-American.
Nancy, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's right. Time's a-wasting. Who was on the phone just now?
No one. Just woke me up.
Bail has been posted, huh? Mr. Carson Drew? All right. I'll release the old man in his custody as soon as he gets down here.
Mr. Griffin.
Hi. Good day. I've been expecting you.
You have?
This is my father, Carson Drew. He's an attorney.
Mr.
I
Griffin?
think you need a good one. He's the best.
My daughter is given to some exaggeration when she's biased, but I would be interested in defending you.
Please sit.
Thank you. Mr. Griffin, there are certain questions I have to ask you, and I would urge you to answer them truthfully, whether they're incriminating or not. Please don't take the fifth with your lawyer.
I understand.
Good. Did you have anything to do with any of the robberies last night or the previous nights?
No, I only arrived in your town last night.
Where'd you arrive from?
The train brought me.
Yes, but from where?
Further away.
Well, where is it that you live?
Up north.
The police report indicated that you had no ID on you, no driver's license, no credit cards.
I don't find any use for any of those things.
Yes, but the fact that you don't have any identification doesn't help you, Mr. Griffin.
Why?
Well...
You mean if I don't have any of those things, I don't exist?
It means the police consider you a transient, someone without a home or a visible means of support.
I'm financially comfortable. I work once a year, and the rest of the time I supervise work and travel.
And you had no idea that sack of stolen merchandise was hidden in the stables with you?
None at all. I haven't seen a sack like that in years. Very old-fashioned. Don't you think?
Well, I paid your bail, Mr. Griffin, and there'll be a preliminary hearing in a couple of days, and at that hearing, the judge will set the time of the trial. In the meanwhile, you're welcome to stay with us until you find other accommodation.
Oh, thank you very much. I won't stay for long.
Jumping bail is a very serious offense.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I have faith in you.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And a very Merry Christmas to you.
Dad, did you hear him in there? It sounded like he
Don't
was...
say it, Nancy. Don't even think it. He's just an old man. A hobo, I'd say it. And he's probably a little crazy.
He's pretty articulate for a crazy person.
My car is just down the block.
Thank you, but I don't feel I could put you to that much trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble at all, is it, Dad?
No, we've got the room, and after the stable, I imagine you'd... Mr. Griffin? Mr. Griffin?